we've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Duke's offense will take the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7, and they register a sack early here on only the 2nd play of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Wade. Bringing the heat. Complete to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Rides to the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. 6th play of the drive coming up. Back to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with the screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Looked as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. So North Carolina's offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Looking for a man. It's Wade. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And that is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Quickly complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to throw, it's Wade. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They're testing the right side here. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26. The Blue Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They boot it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The running back has it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Short gain on the play before he slides. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Scanning the field, it's Carney. He's got his man. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third down play from the gun. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. The lead is 6 in the first. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or...
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. The 40. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Back to throw, it's Carney. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires one high and deep. He's got another one. He's loose. He's at the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on an electrifying pass play that covered 93 yards to the house. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The kick is on its way. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The play-action fake. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Wade. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Off play action on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Duke. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
To the air, it's Wade. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often, because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air. It's Carney. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Right back to the well. Finding open areas. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. He'll sneak it. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. He's in open space downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To throw, it's Wade. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Mitchell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll take a shot. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Rush is on him. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Leaves it with the running back. Works his way to the 18-yard line. Not enough for the first down. They'll be facing fourth down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. The Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Snags it quickly on the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Blue Devils are in the hurry-up.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Gets it out fast.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Takes a hit as he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. To the air, it's Carney. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's front. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Carney. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? That's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit, because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Works the middle of the field. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. It's a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Wade. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Dead center perfect. A lead down to just 3, 20-17.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Carney. There's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
This time he's got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success with complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Makes the grab on the left. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Blue Devils. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. Now remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Coastal Carolina is getting dominated today. And friends, the folks in Conway deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to Troy.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. He'll try the left side. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He's taking the deep shot. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Wade. Got his man. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle, it's Owens. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Blue Devils are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. After the filthy move, he's got room. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.